What up, people of the internet? Erica here. Today I'm coming to you with part 3 of the Chiller Thriller Readathon. So stay tuned. Look at these shelves. Aren't they neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the one who has all the books on these shelves? Adventures are told. How many adventures can one shelf hold? Looking around here you think, sure, I've got all the books. Okay people, so it is part 3 of the Chiller Thriller Readathon. I know that these vlogs have been insanely long, but I've been doing a lot more reading lately and slacking on the writing. But I plan to get some writing done too. So, here's the plan. We went to the library again, and because I posted part 2 today, it's the 9th, so you should be able to watch that. And if you're interested, if not, that's okay too. It's there anyway. You know, even if it's one of those days where you have some time to just fiddle-faddle around and just watch YouTube videos, you can watch my video. So, while I was there, apart from posting the second video, the second part to this triller. I'm just gonna call it triller, y'all, because that's just what I keep saying. Anyway, but these books that I found there, they were only 10 cents a piece, so I only paid 40 cents. Mandy over at the Night Owl has been reading them, and she loves them. So I just thought that, you know, I would give them a chance. You know, I told her if I ever found them, I would give them a try. And there were 4 of them there, so I got them. And they're all by different authors. Each book is by a different author. So I don't know if they count as going together or if you can read them as standalones or what. But this one is called Courthouse Steps by Ginger Chambers. And then there's Wisconsin Wedding by Carla Neggers. I think it's Neggers? I have no idea. And Blazing Star by Suzanne Ellison. And Monkey Wrench by Nancy Martin. And then Lydia, one of the librarians there, suggested I pick up this one, and it sounded good. So I borrowed this one from the library. It's called The Last Guests by J.P. Palmer, maybe? It says, newlyweds Lena and Kane don't make it out to their property on gorgeous Lake Tarawera as often as they'd like, so when Kane suggests they rent the house out to vacationers, Lena, I have no idea, reluctantly agrees. While the home has been in her family for generations, they could use the extra money, and at first, Lena is amazed at how quickly guests line up and at how much they're willing to pay. But both Lena and Kane have been keeping secrets. Secrets that won't be put off by fresh paint or a new alarm system, and someone has been watching them. Their mundane tasks, their intimate moments. When a visit takes a deadly turn, Lena realizes someone out there knows something they shouldn't, and that welcoming strangers into your home is playing a dangerous game. Doesn't that sound good? So, I'm looking forward to reading that. On this the receipt that they give you, in the last year, we have saved $7,001.52 just from borrowing books. Holy shit balls. So that's awesome. We are at our limit now, 20 items. So it's all good. I'll get them done. So in this part of the Chiller Thriller Readathon, I am going to try and get as many books read as possible. I am definitely working on the Vampire Diaries series by L.J. Smith. I have heard so many amazing things about this series, and of course the television series as well. I think it's on Netflix or it's on Hulu, one of the two. But I did start it. I am on chapter 9, page 60 of that. I'm zipping right through it. I should definitely finish this today. When I do finish this, I'm going to, you know, switch back and do a little bit of writing. Hopefully get at least one chapter written today. But the main idea for this is to get as much read as possible, and there's 5 or 6 books in this series of this one here. I think I checked all the ones that were out, and I think there were 6. Pretty sure there were 6. So, and the audiobook for the first one was already being borrowed, so I couldn't do that. So I have to read this one physically, but the other ones, 2 through 6, I can listen to on audio, and that will go much faster. So that's the plan, is to just read as many spooky type books as possible. I mean, these aren't really spooky. This is more like a romance thing, kind of thing. I mean, yeah, it's vampires and stuff, and people are finding animals dead and stuff, and I just had a little twist here of somebody, like, Stefan, this is basically his diary. Stefan, it was being forced by his father to marry Rosalind, but he doesn't want to marry her, and this Catherine chick comes along, and he's falling head over heels for Catherine, and she's really ice cold and stuff, so she's obviously a vampire, and she's like really pale and stuff, so she's definitely a vampire. I figured that out on my own, because I mean vampires. And the year is 1864, when the Civil War is going on and all that. And his brother is home and stuff, but like I said, he doesn't want to marry Rosalind, and then he ends up finding her dead with her throat like slashed or whatever, or ripped out or whatever. I'm not sure how you say that, but anyway, so that's where I'm at in the book. He has just found her body, and yeah, there's going to be spoilers, because I'm probably the only person in the whole entire world who hasn't read the Vampire Diaries yet, so there's going to be spoilers. So, anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I will get at you later. Are you alive up there? Are you awake? She's like, I am now, you stupid cunt. Aw, zip a little titty. Do you want some smoochie woochies? Do you want some smooches? She's giving me the stink eye. Like, fuck you, bitch. Okay, so it's around 9:30 at night, and I'm gonna get ready to go to bed soon, but I wanted to do a quick update, so excuse the hair, because I mean, it's nighttime, I don't give a fuck what it looks like. So of course I never care what it looks like. So I have 80 pages left of the first book in the Vampire Diaries, Stefan's Diaries, Volume 1, Origins, and I must say I'm really liking this book. I was right, Catherine is a vampire. See, I didn't read the synopsis before I went into the book, and it specifically says on the back that Catherine is a vampire, so that's not a spoiler, but she does bite him. And he's been acting strange. So he'll most likely be turning into a vampire soon. Of course, it hasn't happened yet. I'm on chapter 20, page 157, and like I said, I have 80 pages left of that. And then I am on chapter 85, page 222 of 14 Ways to Die by Vincent Routh. I am still loving this book, but like I said, I'm taking my time reading it. There is 384 pages in this, so I have like around 150, 60 pages left. I'm not good at math, so I should be able to finish this and the first book in the Vampire Diaries tomorrow. I don't see why not. If I would just stop procrastinating and quit getting distracted by YouTube, because I have been binge watching YouTube most of the day. So, but it's all good. It's all good. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and get off of here. I do have a small announcement. Mandy and I are going to be doing a 24-hour readathon on Monday. Today is Saturday. So Monday, United States time. If you want to participate in that, that would be awesome. Of course, by the time you see this announcement, it'll be after the 24-hour readathon is already over, because this vlog is going on until the 14th. So, it's all good. It's all good, yo. I'm such a dork. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here and trying to read a little bit more before I go to sleep, and 14 Ways to Die, and then try and get some sleep. Wish me luck. Later. Okay, people. So I just finished the first volume in the Vampire Diaries, Stefan's Diaries by L.J. Smith. And oh my god, you guys, this was so good. Okay, so it did turn out that Catherine did mark Stefan and Damon both. It was a total love triangle, for sure. By the way, spoilers. I will, put a part here that says spoilers. Okay, so I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. And that the only way that they could actually become vampires themselves is if they feed. So, at first, okay, I'm trying to, hold on, give me a second. Okay. Damon, it turned out both that not only did Stefan have feelings for Catherine, but Damon did as well. But I think with Stefan, it was more like an obsession kind of thing. But Damon actually did love Catherine and wanted to be with Catherine. And when she revealed to them that she was a vampire, I don't know how Damon reacted, because, I mean, this is from Stefan's point of view. But Stefan was a little, I guess, shocked about it at first, and was a little, but I mean, he did care about her in his own way. But I think Damon had stronger feelings for Catherine than Stefan did. Stefan just thought that he was in love with her. But Catherine asked Stefan to keep her secret, and so did she. Also asked Damon to do the same thing, and they were with these other soldiers that, that Damon was, because Damon was in the, he's a soldier, and they were sitting around playing cards and drinking and things like that, and Stefan goes to bring up Catherine, and Damon was the one the first to mention that she's a vampire. And Stefan was like, how did you know? did she tell you? And so turned out, yeah, Catherine also told Damon. But I don't know where I'm going with this, but I have trouble describing books. I'm just not that good at it. But it's honestly better if you just read it, because then I'll probably just screw things up anyway. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. That's my problem, and I can't gather them very well. So, and their father was in the process of gathering these people to find these vampires and kill them. And Stefan was actually helping them. So then they get together and they start hunting down these vampires. And their father felt like his sons betrayed him because they were taking the side of vampires instead of taking the humans' sides. And so he fucking shoots them both. He kills Damon and Stefan. And and then when Stefan wakes up, he realizes that he's healed. And I guess Catherine had given him her blood to heal him and Damon both. And he discovered they had this ring on, and the ring is supposed to keep so that they can be out in the sun and not have to be worried about, being killed by the sun. And but it's so much. And where was I going with this? And I guess their father tells everyone that they died. And so Stefan shows up at their house and goes into his father's study where his father is, and he looks at him and he says, "You're dead." His father looks at Stefan and says, "You're dead." And that's when Stefan's dad confesses that he was the one that shot them. And so he tries to kill him again. And then Stefan accidentally stabs his dad in the stomach, and then there's just blood everywhere. And this is the first time that he feeds. It's off his dad's blood. He just puts his hand on his stomach and then puts it in his mouth. And then his dad dies. Because Stefan was like, I can heal you. You can just, all you have to do is just drink my blood. And he was all apologetic. I'm like, I'm sitting here screaming at him. Why the fuck are you apologizing to him? He killed you. He tried to kill you. And, but his dad is like, no, I'd rather die. And then he dies. And then Stefan just runs out of there. And so it's just this big old thing. And then it's just some crazy stuff. And then at the end, towards the end of the book, Stefan runs into one of these other girls, the barmaid from the bar, is walking down the street, and he comes up to her, and he wraps his arms around her, and he tells her that everything's going to be okay, and then he just bites her and starts drinking her blood, and then he carries her body back to Damon so that he could drink from her too. And then at first, Damon didn't want to. He said he'd rather die, and then he saw the woman's blood and was smelling it, and he just couldn't help it, and he did that. And then afterwards, Damon's like, I will never, you will get, because they're going to be basically living for eternity. He said, I'm going to make your life miserable for eternity. So, and then he just runs off. So I don't know where Damon went, but that's basically how it ended. And now Stefan's feeling all alone and deserted and just wishing that none of it had ever happened, that he would have just never met Catherine in the first place. But yeah, it was definitely a page turner. I loved it from beginning to end, and now I can't wait to get into the second book, so I'm going to go do that. So I will get it to you guys later.
Dude. Yeah. T-cell replacement clinic.
30 subjects, 12 went into remission.
Yeah, I see that.
The second thing, hurt the kid, took another route.
Lunchtime. Yummy. No, they're not both for me. I don't eat that much. One's for me and one's for him. So, yummy. And some buttered bread. Yeah.
So you're the PIC? Yeah, but I'm totally chill. Some people are really neurotic about how they pack the junk bag or whatever. It might not be. Where to God?
Okay, people. So it is the 12th. Trying to figure out what that is. It's probably just more gunk that I didn't get out. Yeah. So I had my sleep study done last night, and she said that the lady that was there that was, doing it, she said that I did really well. I'm not sure exactly what time I fell asleep because it took me a while to fall asleep, but I woke up about 1:30 to go to the bathroom, and she ended up putting me on oxygen. She said that I just needed a little bit. She said it's not too bad, but so they tried me out on this mask first, except it was a larger size. This is a small. So the larger size was too big, and then this one, it was just excuse me, it was just put way too much pressure on my head. I felt just like there's a lot of pressure here, and there's a lot of pressure around my mouth and in the back of my neck. So she took this one off and put this one on me. So I was able to fall asleep with this one on, but of course it took me some time to fall back to sleep because, trying to get used to having it on. And I guess I woke up, she said I had about an hour and a half left when I woke up, and I just felt like I couldn't catch my breath. She said that's a normal reaction. Most people do that when they're first put on oxygen. And I guess I must have fell back to sleep, but because the next thing I knew, it just felt like I had just gone back to sleep, and she said it was a little after 6. So I was like, well, I just feel like I didn't really sleep. But I always feel that way anyway, like I just didn't get enough sleep. But it could have been worse. I just didn't really care for the bed. It was just too way too firm, and I like a bed that you can sink into, really soft. And but and I have my own pillow and everything, but I just had a lot of trouble getting comfortable and stuff. So so yeah, that's really all that I wanted to say about that. I finished quite a bit of reading this month so far. I've already finished 20 books. I started and got halfway through The Inexplicable Logic of My Life yesterday. And oh my gosh, I was just sobbing my eyes out so hard. But I got to part 4 on that. Right? Am I on part 4? Yeah, I'm on part 4. I'm on page 219. So, yeah. Like halfway through. It shouldn't take me too much longer to finish it because I'm just like flying right through it. It's so good. It's probably gonna be one of my favorite books of this year. Just because I've just felt so very emotional reading it. I could feel the emotions of the characters, of the loss, and sorry, Mama Kitty's pacing outside my door. She's so annoying. But anyway, it's just a really good book. I know Aaron over at Booksnake Aaron, he's not on YouTube anymore, but he said he hated this book, and I'm like sitting over here, why? Why did you hate it? It's just so good. But anyway, I know this is not actually for Chiller Thriller Readathon, but I really want to finish it. And then I'm going to try and get this one done before the 24-hour readathon starts, because I was going to do it yesterday until I got that call and said that somebody had a cancellation, and they said that I could do it last night. So I decided to start it today. We're going to do it at 3, me and Mandy as usual, and I'm pretty sure Melissa's taking part in it over Melissa and her books, and I think Lori is going to take part in it too. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to ask her, because she was willing to take part in it when I was going to do it Monday. So I'll just have to ask her and see if she wants to take part in it still. And so I'm definitely going to be ending this vlog today. I'm trying to remember how many books that I finished for Chiller Thriller. I know it was a lot. I know I finished books 1 through 6 of the Vampire Diaries, of Stefan's Diaries. I ended up DNFing Strangers at the Gate by Catriona McPherson. Like, I DNF'd at 54%. I wish I would have just finished it, but I just couldn't. I was so bored out of my mind. And I know the first book that I finished was The Last Words We Said by Leah Shear. It had a ghost in it. So, I tried to read The Girl from Widow Hills, but I ended up DNFing that 50 pages in. So yeah, and then I read books 1 through 5 of the Vampire Diaries, 1 through 6, sorry, of the Vampire Diaries, and then I read The Postcard Killers by James Patterson, and I got that done in 3 hours, yo. I mean, I could not put it down for the life of me. I was up until like 1:30 a.m. the night before last, and I couldn't put it down. I was like, I'm finishing this. I am finishing this. So, yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite James Patterson books. Just could not put it down. So that is my update. I am, like I said, I want to definitely try and finish 14 Ways to Die for Chiller Thriller. But if I don't, I'll definitely let you know, and then I'm gonna end the vlog, if depending on if I get through it or not, whether I get through it or not. I still need to end the vlog anyway, but I don't see why I shouldn't, because I don't have very many pages left. It's 384 pages long, and I'm on 224. So, I mean, I should probably get this done in like an hour and a half maybe. So, I don't see why not. But anyway, I'll get it to later. Another book bites the dust. Another book bites the dust. And another one's gone, and another one's gone. Another book bites the dust. Hey, I'm a freak. Yeah, I know. So I am an hour late starting the 24-hour readathon. So I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here, because I've already read a shit ton of books for this Chiller Thriller readathon. So I am done. Okay, so I can't tell you how many books that I've read. It was a lot. I'd say at least 8, if not more, that I read during this Chiller Thriller readathon. So it was a success. Excuse the bags under my eyes. I'm exhausted. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe button and then click the little bell icon to be notified when I post, which nowadays is at least twice a week. And I will get at you guys in the next video. Later.